The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Vince Velasquez. gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got? Into the box now, Darren Obradovich. And we are
Leading
set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Obradovich.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1.
7-10.
Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6 spot. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner is at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you could place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
He'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 down now here in the first.
Batting third.
Shorty Holt will get his first opportunity in this one. Cut on and missed for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yanked a slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Row, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Grounded softly to the right. Naylor scoops it up and will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. A 0 for the Twins in their half of the first. Indians coming up. You tuned into MLB Network. Barry Ota will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here.
Leading off.
Coming to the plate now, number 15. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
And here's a curveball looked at, strike 3. called, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Hitter.
You better look out for that cleanup spot. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Their count now at 2-2. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Andres Gimenez is on deck. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the two-hole like him. He's almost like a little leadoff hitter. Working a walk with just one out. I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Stepping into the box, Andres Gimenez. He begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the shot at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. A ball and a strike now. Gimenez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Hit down the line at first. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so he can put the ball in the gap somewhere. He could have a good shot at driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Flare out to left center. Holt moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it close to third.
Oh, that's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And the 1-1.
Nope, inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Lane Thomas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. We are still scoreless. Striding in, Tim Hu. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
The third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third. Backhanded. So the first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup.
Tyler.
And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Going back is the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That is good.
Now at the plate, Sean Obradovich. Shaw will get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding forward now, Lane Thomas.
For the Indians,
Here comes the first
right
pitch.
fielder.
Late that time for a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Count even at 2-2. Chopped to third. He's got to hurry. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, Brian Roach. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Alex Healy. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
It's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And there's ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting in.
At the plate, Dan Robinson. And the switch hitter will take his pitch left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitchers.
That's a ball.
The fastball here as
Ball
we'll take
one,
a
no
look at
strike.
ball 1, 1-0.
D-Rod.
Good slider there gets a swing and miss. Third inning, no score to this point. One and two to the
I got
Twins
the count.
catcher.
1 and 2.
There's a
Ball,
breaking
that's
ball that
inside.
couldn't quite catch the inside.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Batting 9.
Up
The
next
center
for
fielder.
Minnesota, number 21. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's
Inside,
not been the
ball 1.
case of late. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. Called strike at the knees.
That's out.
1 and
1 and
1.
1.
Hard hit to first. And he'll
Got
step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Indians get ready to bat in the third, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. They currently possess the lowest strikeout total in all of baseball, and when I asked one of their coaches about that stat, he told me that's no fluke. He said despite the trend in baseball these days where we see a lot of hitters being just as aggressive with 2 strikes as they are with no strikes, they don't believe in that as a club. They want their guys getting tougher and more focused with 2 strikes, and they seem to be getting the
Leading off
desired
for
results.
the Indians.
Guys?
All right,
The
Heidi,
center
thank
fielder,
you.
Oscar.
Striding in for the Indians,
Gonzalez.
Oscar Gonzalez. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This guy's having a really good year
D-Rod.
for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup. Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Number 21 is there, and he has it for the out.
The bat.
Standing in,
Number 15.
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey.
Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. In now, Miles
Number
Straw
4.
drew a base on balls his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now
Whoa,
a
that's
fastball
kicked
that
out.
couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. That's it to short as he has another 1-2-3 inning. He does.
He's out.
7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. The next Twin up, Darren Obradovich. Back
Leading
to the
off for the
top of the
Twins,
lineup as they're still
the
looking for
shortstop,
their first base runner in
Darren.
this one.
No doubt about that, man.
Obradovich.
They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's
0-2
really
is the
getting
count.
the better of him now. It's strike 2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this account.
Count
A ball
1
and 2
and 2.
strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off of him.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Digging in, number 22. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Here's a
No
late
ball,
swing and a
2
miss.
strikes.
Strike 2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters. So stepping in, Shorty Holt. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on
1-0.
the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
2-0 for the Twins left fielder. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Thomas. And that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez.
Leading off for the
This game is
Indians,
rolling right along
the
as we
second
move
baseman,
into the middle innings
Andre
with no
Jimenez.
This is a drive off the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as the drive came out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, not the end of the world.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting, first
Now at the
baseman,
plate, Josh Naylor.
Naylor.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right
So
fielder,
digging in now,
Lane
Lane Thomas.
Thomas.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians.
Count even now at 1-1.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was
Struck him out. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been facing some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-1 the count now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his time.
1 strike.
Fastball well outside. Oh, good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the
Now
first out.
The first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Tyler W. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. The shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Sean Obradovich. This one is crushed. Back, and gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Twins move out on top 2-1.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping in now, Alex Healy.
Alex.
And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the off-time throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter.
Standing in, Dan Robinson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And he fouls this one off. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
A diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here from Progressive Field. It's now 2-1 Minnesota. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hard hit ball to second. Oberdanko takes it in. And a good throw gets him 1 guy. Stepping into the box, Brian Rose. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. And he will run this one down. Good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Up next to Cleveland, the center fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Ready for another chance. Oscar Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extended his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Striding in once again, number 21 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 21.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter,
Now
especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. When he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way, and those young legs helped him get there, too.
In now, Darren Oberdanko. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here's the 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way.
Now
one gone.
Number 22.
Ready once again, number 22. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely
Now
pitching for it with a run on third and 1 out. Jordan got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy on.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Pop straight up. And that's a fair ball. The throw into second. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Tim Poole, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Holt at second with 2 down. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And tack on 1 more. Make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, Devo, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher. He's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Tyler W. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0-1, here it comes.
Nope.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Sends it the other way toward right center. Thomas is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Twins are out in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. And through 5 turns at bat, they only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
0-1 the count.
Ball 1.
Ball 1. Fouled off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. And it's fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Another one sent foul. 3-2, one more time. Hit out to his second. Right there. In time, and that's that number one.
The batter, number
Pick things up where we left
second
off.
baseman,
Andres Jimenez comes in 1-for-2 with that home run hit early.
Yeah, man, this guy flex his muscles.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at
He has good power. That
Now pitching
fastball
for the
had to go well over
Number
400 feet.
19.
He hit it a
Ball one,
long
no
way.
strike.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Miller is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty B, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Strike two as the hanging slider was let go.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it 4-1. Back here in Cleveland, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready to take his hands again, Sean Bernard. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Fouled away. 0-2 once more. There's taken. That's ball
1-2.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Naylor is there for it. One away.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in,
Designated
Alex
hitter.
Healy.
Alex Healy. Your attention, please.
Move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Lewis.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Now that's stepping in, and Robinson. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. The 3-1. Here's a pop-up now. Jimenez is under it, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here. Leading off the inning, Josh Naylor. They'll need him to get something going here.
Josh Naylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
1-1 the count. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a fourth time. I'd be looking here.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Lane Thomas comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Obrigado. He's up with it. The throw will be in time at first, and Miller's got it rolling here. 2 away. Now batting, Mike Zunino. The ground out victim last time up. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Big swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Outside, that's
not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, and this is still a number 37 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 37.
Digging in, number 21. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Leading off for Minnesota. The center
ready
fielder.
with the first pitch. Here
number
it comes.
21.
Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Into the box now, Darren Obrigado. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now battle.
Digging in to try it again. Number 22, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out. Digging in and looking for more. Shorty Holt will try to follow up the doubles in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And that misses ball one.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0 home. Fouled off. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And it's fouled away. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
Oh,
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Right 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Up next for the Twins.
So here's the
third
cleanup
baseman,
hitter, Tim Hu. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arm. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And with that play over now time to check and see if our man is all right.
Tyler.
You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Hit down the third baseline. 1 run is scored. And fair ball as a run crosses the plate. And he is in there.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Hunter Wood enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Sean Alvarado will stand in again as he flashes you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Wood, a 6-foot 1-inch right-hander, he was a 29th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
Nope.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Lying toward the gap in left center. And that's going to get down out there. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 7-1.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game.
Now
and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Royce Lewis. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On the second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 base hits. 1 error. Now at the plate, Brian Rhodes. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Number 22 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now,
fielder,
Oscar Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Ready, here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Now back to the
Number
top of the
15.
lineup. Stepping in, number 15. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
0-1
Strike
count.
1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball,
Hey,
one
I
strike.
hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game. And I'd hate to see the umpire getting his head.
Ball.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 7-1.
Your
Emmanuel
attention, please.
Haight comes on to work now. He's the usual closer, but this is obviously not a safe opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here. That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box. No doubt about it.
First for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Settling
Number
in now,
21.
number 21. Bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Ball
That's
1.
outside.
Breaking
2
ball that
balls,
time,
no
but
strike.
misses out of the zone.
Not a great spot to be in right here at 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2 balls and a strike to count. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Gonzalez. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Darren Obradovich. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
2-2.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout and the play at first. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Miles Straw. He'll be the one to get things started against the closer, Andrew Miller. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is the right fielder. 1 out.
The batter, number 00.
Ready for another shot
Second
now.
baseman,
Andres Jimenez.
Andres.
First delivery to him
Jimenez.
on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now.
Whoa,
I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Sent on the ground out to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Next to
third
the
baseman,
cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's a ball.
Fastball just missed above the zone. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Cleveland. Count still at 1-2. Has them down to their final strike.
That's
Here it
Bolton.
comes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The 2-2 pitch. Rips this one to first. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Okay, this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Minnesota Twins wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Barry Ota earns his 8th victory of the season, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the AL Central, the Twins held the opposition at bay.